So this question has been asked in GATE 2011. We have been given a table by the name of loan records, or a relation as you may call it, and we have been given an instance of it. As you can see, an instance of it, there are three tuples. There are three tuples, right? There are three rows here, and there are three attributes: borrower, bank manager, and loan amount. So we have been given this query, and we are asked to find the output of the above query. So in order to solve this, we'll go step by step. We can see that this is a case of nested query. So what we'll do is we'll solve the inner part, right? We'll solve the inner part first. We'll solve this part first, and then we'll see how it relates to the outer part, that is select count star. Okay, just a note about count star. What does count star do? Count star simply counts the number of records present in the table. So it ignores null values, it ignores duplicate values, it simply counts the number of rows present in my table. Now let's just understand the inner query first. Now even in the inner query, we find that there are two more queries. See, select borrower comma bank manager from loan records as S. So we will have a relation, a temporary relation by the name of S. Similarly, we'll have a temporary relation by the name of T, and we'll perform a natural join. We'll perform what? We'll perform a natural join. What does natural join do? Natural join combines two tables based on a common attribute. And we find that out of these two tables, that means from table S and table T, the common attribute is bank manager, right? Bank manager is my common attribute. So based on this attribute of bank manager, we will combine our two tables S and T, and from that combined table we will count the number of records, because we have count star at the outer end. Okay, so let's just proceed step by step. Let's just find the value of S first. So if we have to find S, let's see what we have to do. We have to examine the instance given to us. So in S, we will have two attributes. See, borrower and bank manager. Okay, so we have two attributes in S, that is borrower and bank underscore manager, right? These are my two attributes, and they've said to select borrower comma bank manager from loan record. So no other condition is attached to it. So we'll simply select, or we'll simply fetch the rows, but only the values for borrower and bank manager will be present. So we'll get in S Ramesh, and the bank manager is Sundarajan, right? And the next row that we'll get is Suresh, and bank manager is Ram Gopal, and the next row we get Mahesh, and the bank manager is once again Sundarajan. Okay, so this is my table S. Now what about table T? Table T wants the bank manager and loan amount. Look, we want the bank manager and the loan amount. So what we do is we'll simply list out the values for these two attributes, bank manager and loan amount, right? So what we get here for bank manager is Sundarajan, and the loan amount is 10,000.00. So we'll write it exactly as it is given to us, and the next tuple is Ram Gopal and 5,000, and the final one is Sundarajan and 7,000, right? So these are my two tables, S and T. Now we have to perform a natural join on the tables S and T. Now in order to perform a natural join, we have to look at the common attribute. What is the common attribute in these two tables? It's bank manager. So based on the bank manager attribute, we'll be joining S and T. So let's see how we can join S and T. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's better. Now, in order to join S and T, So I'm giving the join symbol here. What will we have? We'll have 3 attributes, right? Because you see, the common attribute will appear only once, and the remaining 2 attributes will appear as they are. So we'll have borrower, bank manager, and loan amount in the final table. So we have borrower, bank manager, borrower, bank manager, and the loan amount, right? So I'm writing it in short. I hope you understand this. Now what we do is we find that, now see how the join operation takes place. When the bank manager values will match, that row will be fetched from table S as well as from table T. So see, in the first case, Sundarajan matches in both tables. So we'll fetch the first row from S as well as the first row from T and build one row in S join T. So we have borrower as Ramesh, the bank manager is Sundarajan, and the loan amount happens to be 10,000.00, right? Now does Sundarajan match with any other value or any other row of table T? Let's see. Sundarajan does not match with Ram Gopal. Sundarajan matches again with this third row of table T, right? What we have here is we have Ramesh and Sundarajan with a loan amount of 10,000. So that is done, right? So we'll take this first row and we have found a match here with the first row of table T. Now we'll take this and match with the second row. There is no match. We'll take the first row and check with the third row. Okay, there is a match. So the first row of table S and the third row of table T will be combined. Yes. So the first row of table S, that is Ramesh, with Sundarajan, and the loan amount will be 7,000. Right? And now, so I am done with the first row of table S. Now I'll take the second row and check with each of the rows in table T. Now see, we have Ram Gopal here, doesn't match with the first row, but matches with the second row. So we have Suresh, Ram Gopal, and 5,000. So we have Suresh, Ram Gopal, and 5,000. Right? And now, is there any other match with this second row of table S? See, Ram Gopal matches once, and that's it. Yeah. So there's no other match. Now, what about this? What about the third row? Now, this third row, Mahesh, Sundarajan, this will match with the first row. Okay. And it will also match with this third row, right? Yes. So we have this third row matching with the first row as well as with the third row. So we'll get 2 more tuples, right? So we'll get Mahesh, Sundarajan, 10,000, and we'll get Mahesh, Sundarajan, 7,000, right? So we'll get 2 more rows. So we'll get 2 more rows. We have Mahesh, Sundarajan, 10,000, and we also have Mahesh, Sundarajan, 7,000. Right? So here we have 5 rows ultimately with us in the joined table. So if we do a count star on this, what happens is it simply counts the number of rows and returns the value. So the number of rows in our final table of S joined with T comes to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the final answer is 5. So the output of the above query is 5. Okay, so I hope this helps. Thank you.